Hello and welcome to your very first lesson. Let's get started with our warm-ups. To get started, I want you to kind of have your feet shoulder width apart to start with. We're going to take and have our feet kind of turned down a little bit around a 45-degree angle. And we just want to get into a little bit of a squat. Bend our knees is all we're looking for. Very first warm-up we're going to do is we're going to bring our hands up like this. We're going to take and tuck our chin down to our chest. Make sure there's no gap. All right, step one. We're going to put everything together as we go. Once you have that down, now what we're going to do is we're going to bring our arms in close and we're going to bring them up to our face and we're going to protect ourselves like this. Okay, this is going to be called cover one, and it's actually going to be your first block. Again, this is going to be just the warm up. So here we go. Just follow along. Now, the idea is for you to practice this for 30 seconds to 1 minute with each thing we're doing, whether it's going to be warm-ups, fitness, or self-defense. Just take your time and work on getting these movements down. Now, for our second warm-up, we're just going to stay in this position. We're going to bring our arms out, and we're just going to do some arm circles. Nothing too wide. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do forwards and then backwards. Very important that we do these because we're going to be using a lot of our shoulder muscles throughout this whole entire program. So we want to make sure we get our muscles nice and warm. And also we want to build endurance with our muscles as we're doing these. Okay, and again, just in case you need this view, I'll do it this way. Again, remember, you want to go forwards and backwards, do that for 30 seconds. Now, for our last warm-up exercise, what we're going to do is going to be shoulder rolls. Again, make sure you have your knees nice and bent. We're going to pull up, and we really want to make really wide circular motions with our shoulder. We really want to take and get these muscles warmed up. 1 and 2, it's going to give you a nice stretch. Let me show you from this position. Big gross motor movements with our shoulder rolls. Okay, we're going to go backwards and then forwards. All right, so this is going to be our warm-up. Just to demonstrate, again, going to do our open close, also known as cover one. I'll just do this 3 times. Next one's going to be a little arm circles. Again, forwards and then backwards. And then last, work those shoulder rolls. If you're like me, nursing is very stressful and you hold tension and stress in your shoulders, this is going to feel really good. All right, once you have this, we're going to move on to our fitness portion. All right, so for our fitness portion, we're going to get into a horse stance, which is basically kind of like a wide semi-squat, if you will. It's good to have your feet positioned roughly at a 45-degree angle when you're in this position. We're going to bring our hands up, and we're going to bring them out, and we're just going to hold this position for, again, roughly 30 seconds to 1 minute. This, again, is going to be building your endurance of your leg muscles. Make sure that you have yourself in a nice alignment. I'm not going back. I'm not going forward. Just a nice, straight up alignment. All right. Now, for our next fitness, we're just going to bring ourselves up like this, keep our hands out. We're going to go into a warrior stance, which, again, we're going to be moving at a 45-degree angle. We're going to turn ourselves and have our hands forward. Do not go too far in or back. Just like this. And what's going to happen is we don't want to lose our balance, but we can use our whole body and momentum to push people away. Again, you want to hold this for 30 seconds to a minute. If for some reason you're unable to do any of these for 30 seconds to 1 minute, that's okay. Set a timer. Now the next thing is we're going to slide our feet back, and then we're going to slide forward. Again, roughly at a 45-degree angle. So if you can't hold this for 30 seconds, set a timer. If you can hold it for 5 seconds to start with, great. We're going to work with where you're at, fitness-wise. Just know that the next time you do this, try to hold it for 2 seconds longer, 5 seconds longer, or maybe a rep of 5 more. If you're only able to say do your arm circles for maybe a count of 15, next time try to do either 17, 18, or 20. And just build and work your way up. And once we have that, we're going to slide our feet back. We're then going to get into a deep squat. We're going to come down, make sure you're like this. Bring your hands down. And then we're going to go into a push-up. If you're able to do a regular push-up, great. Again, do as many as you can. Anywhere from 30 seconds to 1 minute. Now, if you're unable to do a full push-up, you can do what's called assisted push-ups. I like to cross my ankles like this, and then you just go down and come back up. Okay, I'll do it this way just in case you need to see this direction. Once we do that, we're then going to come in this position, deep squat, and bring ourselves up. Now, when you're ready for this, we're now going to move into our self-defense. Fun stuff, right? This is going to look familiar. A little bit more than a shoulder width apart. Get down, bend your knees. We're going to get back into cover one. This one here, again, is going to be a basic walk. Okay? We're going to know it as cover one. Once you have this down, now we're going to move into cover one with the difference of we're going to add a palm strike. Okay, so in order to do that, we want to keep ourselves covered. The hand that's going to be doing our attack is going to come down roughly at our axillary or our armpit area, and you want to rotate and you want to twist with your waist to hit. Once you hit, come back and cover. Come this way, again down axillary, come up and hit. Hit, make sure you cover. Make sure you cover. Now, just to add on to this, when you're here, you come up and strike and cover, kind of bring yourself down a little bit because you're going to absorb the shock of that person hitting you. You get power by rotating your waist. We're going to come down this way and use our legs as a spring to spring up with the twist of our torso. That's going to give us power. When you're striking, you want to use this area of your palm right through here. We can come straight in, or depending on the situation, whatever we need to do, we can also come in kind of like this angle here and hit here. Okay? Now, once you have this, we're going to move into using cover one. We're going to do a different type of strike. We're going to use our elbow. It's going to be cross elbow. How I'm going to do that, bring this arm down like this, twist your whole body, come back and cover. Bring yourself down to absorb that shock. We're going to bring our arm down, across, back. This way, down, hit, back, down, up, hit. Again, we're going to do this roughly at like a 90-degree angle when we come in for our position for a hit. Very important, you take and block yourself. Again, strike, block, strike, block. Whenever you start getting this down, and you do your palm strikes, you're going to go strike, down, strike, down, strike, down, strike, down. Strike, cover, strike, cover, strike, cover. You're going to add one more to the self-defense. Again, cover one. This time, with our elbow, we're going to do what's called a drop elbow. We're going to bring our hand down like this, roughly pointing at a 45-degree angle. All right, let me do that again. This way, like this, 45. We're going to come down. We're going to use our knee as a landmark. We're not going to go directly down to our knee and hit it, but we're turning this way, we're twisting, and then coming back up. 45, twist, back up. 45, twist, back up, cover. Why this move is important is because, let's say you're in this position here, you have an attacker that comes up and grabs your arm. You're going to be able to break free from that grip simply by rotating and coming down. Bring yourself back up to cover. Okay, this is your lesson 1, day 1. Keep practicing until the next time. All right.